Harper! Quinn! In your bed. Quiet. That's better. Hello, people! There's a dog out there. Well, my dogs are gonna keep barking forever because they're rotten. You rotten? Keep barking if you're rotten. There you go. I'm back for another video. So excited, I know. Today's video is going to be a collection of a few items. So I found 7 dupes, like very inexpensive in my opinion dupes for high-end and like luxury items. Oh, if you don't know what a dupe is, it's short for duplicate. So it literally just means like an item that has the same or similar performance or look to it, so that when you put it on your face, you can't tell the difference between, you know, the cheaper one and the more expensive one, in case you're not familiar. So everything that I talk about today, I think, yeah, everything that I talk about today is on my face. When I did my makeup today, I made sure to use everything so that you could see it all in action. Mute my phone. So rude. I can't believe I would do that. So rude. And I'm wearing the cheap makeup on my face. I don't have any of the expensive items on my face. This is all the less expensive items that I have on my face today. Okay, so first things first, the foundation I have on today is a dupe. This is the most impressive dupe, if you ask me. I was amazed to find this dupe. I think, okay, so this is a dupe for the La Mer foundation. This foundation is so freaking expensive. It's $125. It's insane. I've only ever bought this on sale, or like when there's a sale going on, because this itself would never go on sale. But it's my favorite foundation. I usually only wear it for like special occasions, but I have gone through an entire bottle of this foundation. So I'm pretty familiar with how it works and how it looks and performs. And I think that I found a dupe, okay? For a $125 foundation. That was pretty exciting. I don't know. And I wear the shade 170 Warm Cameo. And then the dupe it's between like $11 and $13 depending, or $11.99 and $13.99 depending on where you buy it from. But it's the Milani Screen Queen foundation. I have tried this foundation a couple times now, and it immediately reminded me of the La Mer foundation. The texture of it, the color actually I think is pretty close too, and the finish of it, it's not like super thin and liquidy, it's kind of like a creamier foundation, and the coverage is like a very like medium type of coverage. I really like it. It looks beautiful on the skin, and it's a very natural finish foundation. So that's what I get out of the La Mer, and that's what I find with this Screen Queen foundation. I'll actually show you. This is this shade 250 Natural Bisque. I'll show you this swatch next to the La Mer, like the tiniest bit of La Mer, so I'm not wasting it. Yeah, the Milani is actually a better match for me right now than the La Mer is, but you can see that they have like a very similar kind of look to them. The only difference is that the La Mer has a very like high-end florally skincare-y kind of smell to it, and the Milani just smells like makeup, which honestly, who cares? Yeah, so I feel like they're a pretty good dupe, especially if you don't want to spend $125 on the La Mer. I think the Milani is a pretty good option. Oh, this one might be my favorite. No, they're all my favorite. What am I talking about? They can't all be my favorite. Okay, so the next one is the luxury product is one that I absolutely love as well. The KEVYN AUCOIN sculpting powder in light. You can see there's like a pretty big dip in the pan because I use it a lot. And I have the one in medium too. Okay, and I have like fully hit pan on this one. But this is the medium one. The The light one I also really love. This is a $44 sculpting powder. It's like a contour powder. They just call it the sculpting powder. It's beautiful. It's really nice and neutral cool tone. And it does create a really nice shadow. I don't have it on today, but I have a dupe on for it, which is the... Okay, I am having 1,000,001 technical issues right now, so I'm re-recording this for the 50th time, like 3 days later. Just deal with it. Let me get back to what I was doing. This is the LA Girl Just Blushing blush that I think is a dupe for the KEVYN AUCOIN. It's in the shade Just Because. And it says it's a blush, but I use it like a contour shade because it's like a really nice cool toned kind of contour shade. Here's a swatch of each shade. This one is the KEVYN AUCOIN, and this one on the right is the LA Girl. And as you can see, they're pretty similar. The LA Girl is maybe a tiny bit cooler, but on the cheeks they look basically the exact same. The next item that I found a dupe for is this Hourglass Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. This is a really popular palette, and it was really hard to get for a while, but now they're back in stock everywhere and you can find them. But it's a $64 palette. It's super expensive. The shades are beautiful and smooth and reflective without being really glittery, but I think I found a formula dupe. It's not the exact same color, but the performance of it and the way it looks on the cheek is very similar. This from Estate Cosmetics. It's the Do Me highlighter in Byeee with 3 E's. I got this in I don't know if it was BoxyCharm or Ipsy, but one of the subscription boxes that I get. And I have it on my cheeks and you can see it. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna apply a little bit more because I put powder on before I filmed. Just look at that. Oh, it's so freaking pretty. I can't. Look at that. It's just so smooth, and oh, it's a baked highlighter too, so it's like really super smooth, and there's not any like glitter or anything in it. It's just freaking gorgeous. I just really like it. When you look at them in the pan, you can kind of see what I'm talking about, where they kind of have like a similar formula appearance, in my opinion at least. But I'll show you some swatches. I know they're not the same shade exactly, but like on the finger, they feel and honestly look very similar in terms of like formula. So this one is the Estate one, and then these ones, these 3 are all the shades from the Hourglass palette. Okay, here are the swatches. So this one is the Estate. Then this one, and this one are the Hourglass. You can see they have a very like smooth appearance. They give a lot of like shimmer off. I don't know, I think it's a dupe. I don't know, I think so. This palette from Hourglass, it's Hourglass, so you know it's gonna be freaking expensive, is $64. This little guy, $10. Yeah, you get 3 in here, but like, this is way cheaper. Next, we'll do brows. This may be something that people already know about, but I thought I'd throw it in here because I think it's a really good dupe. This is a dupe for the ANASTASIA Beverly Hills Brow Wiz brow pencil, like the really skinny brow pencil that they make. I don't have it anymore, but I have owned like 3 or 4 of them, and I think this is a perfectly fine dupe. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz is $23, and this is the ColourPop Brow Boss brow pencil is $6. So especially for a brow pencil that has like literally no product in it, it's like a known fact that they don't contain very much product, and it's a total ripoff. But I would go for the $6 one over the $23 one every damn time. You can see, I'll show you just the tip of it. It's like a very fine tip little pencil. You can roll it up, roll it down, and I think it has a nice amount of pigment, but it's not too much that you can't create dimension, because I don't like my brows to look like they're one color, but I can still do it with a one color product. I don't like a super creamy brow pencil because I think it makes it harder to use and it doesn't stay on as well, but I did my brows at like 9 a.m. today, and it's It's just after 2, and they look the same as they did when I first did them. And just like the, ooh, I just touched my sweater with it. Just like ripped all the fuzz off my sweater. It has the little spoolie on the end, just like with the Anastasia brow wiz, so you can kind of go through. Focus on me. So rude. So you can, you know, go through your brows and lift up your brow hairs to make it easier to apply the pencil. Okay, there's that one. Another one that I'll just do quickly that I don't have the dupe for, but I used to own it. I've owned many of them. This is a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara that I think a lot of people hear about. I used to really like that because I thought it like just made everything look really long and clumpy and like full, which it does, but it also has a tendency to flake and like crumble off my eyelashes on me. And this one I don't think does that. The Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara is $26. The one I'm talking about is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. It's in a very similar packaging to the Too Faced one. The spoolie on it looks very similar to the Too Faced one in my opinion, where it's kind of more of that like hourglass shape where it's wider than skinnier than, you know, wider again. The one I'd use though is the waterproof one. I don't use it every day because it can be a pain to take off, which is a good thing in my opinion. That means it's gonna stay on. But I do really like this mascara, especially for holding curl. It just is gorgeous and it doesn't flake on me. The waterproof or the regular one, neither one of them flake on me. So I think it's a better than the original kind of dupe. We'll do eyeshadow and then I have one more after. So this eyeshadow is gonna be a dupe for the Natasha Denona Camel palette. I got this in a Beautylish Lucky bag, I think, which is like a annual discounted bag they throw random crap in from Beautylish. A neutral brown palette. It's really nice. It's good quality. It's pretty. Very simple, but it works for, you know, there's like 1 or 2 looks you can make with it. This palette is $48 and the e.l.f. ones that I think are a dupe for are $3 each. I think the 2 of these together kind of cover the majority of the shades in the Natasha Denona palette and then some, because there's 4 in each one, so there's 8 instead of 5 shades. Even if you're buying 2 palettes at $3, it's still cheaper, hell of a lot cheaper than the Natasha Denona Camel palette at 48 bucks. So that's all I gotta say about that. I'll swatch a few of the shades that I think are similar or similar enough that you could create an eye look that looks pretty similar to them. And I will actually say that I think that the shimmer shades in the e.l.f. palette are better than the shimmer shades in the Natasha Denona palette. They're just more pigmented and like impressive to me. So I'll show you those ones first, since those are my faves. Oh my god, I was editing my last video and I realized I sniffle so much. You guys miss out on so much sniffling. I think it's, well, I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to my dogs and have been for years, but I will never get rid of them. I take allergy meds every day, but I'm still sniffle squad over here. Oh my god, these e.l.f. shades are beautiful. I mean, I think those swatches speak for themselves. These 2 are the e.l.f. shades and these 2 are the Natasha Denona shades. I think there's just so much more impact in the shimmer from the e.l.f. ones. I mean, you can't beat that. Look at that, it's beautiful. And the shades are close enough that you could get a similar look from the 2 of them. And then for the matte shade, in my opinion, these 2 matte shades in the Natasha Denona palette are almost identical. I don't know why they included 2 identical shades in a 5-pan palette, but so there's 1 shade that dupes it. So the 2 shimmers that I just showed you are from the Bite Size Eyeshadow Cookies and Cream palette from e.l.f. And then one of the mattes that I'll show you is from that palette, and the other matte is from the Bite Size Eyeshadow Carnival Candy, which is the one with the little blue in it. Okay, even with, this is just insane. Even with the matte shades, the e.l.f. ones just swatch and I think perform a little bit better, more impactful. They may be a little bit more difficult to blend out because they're more pigmented, but honestly, they're not that hard. In my opinion, they're not that hard to use, so. But here's the swatches. These ones are the e.l.f. ones, and these ones are the Natasha Denona. Again, I really think that I really think that these two shades are pretty close to identical, that you don't need both of them. And this one is the dupe for, I would say, both of those shades from the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. shade that's the dupe for both of these. So you also get this more reddish shade. This brown is even deeper and more pigmented than this one. So, I mean, $48. Or you can get 2 palettes for a grand total of $6. I mean, I'd get the other. Just saying. Okay, and they have other shades of these little quads. They have like a green one. I have a little like rosy toned one called Rose Water. They're pretty good like little quads, and they're so cheap. I think especially if you're like newer in makeup and you want to try something a little different, go for it. I think they're good. They're very good. Very good. Okay, last thing is an eyeliner. So the eyeliner I did for my wing today, which isn't a perfect wing, but it never is because that's winged liner life, is a dupe for the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. I don't have the original version of the tattoo one. I have the dagger, quote unquote one. So it just has a little bit of a different shape. I'll show you up close. Okay, so it has, see how it kind of has like a chiseled shape, but it's a brush tip and it has like the same liquid in it. Ooh, mine's drying out. So this is a dupe for that Kat Von D, KVD, Vegan Beauty, whatever they call it now, eyeliner. Is $21 usually, and the dupe I found for it is $8. So the dupe is the ColourPop liquid BFF liquid liner in black. To be really specific, this is the one that says it's a brush tip. I don't like felt tip liners. I don't think they work that good. I don't think they're that easy to use, and I wouldn't call it a dupe for the Kat Von D because the Kat Von D is a brush tip. Even the dagger one is a brush tip. I'll show you the tip on this one too. This one's just that like traditional pointed tip, but it is a brush. So they're just black eyeliners. And actually, as I was saying, that my dagger one is kind of drying out a little bit. So good thing I have this to use instead. It's a super black liner. It goes on really nice. It stays on my eyes really well. I don't have problems with it like flaking or fading off my eyes. So yeah, I think it's a really good dupe. I think they're all pretty good dupes, if I do say so myself. I'll pat myself on the back. I really like them. I think my favorite is probably a split between like the La Mer, the KEVYN Aquan, and the Hourglass. Because those items are just so expensive, it's really nice to find something that works similarly that's a bit cheaper. So yeah, I hope this video helped someone out there and that you like it. If you have any questions, whatever, comment it down below. Like on. Leaving comments actually, I hear, really helps with the YouTube algorithm to help more people, help it push out my video to more people. So if you just comment something you like, something you didn't like, if you tried something and you agree, or am I really dark? Something you like, something you didn't like. Why do I look so dark? Something you liked, something you didn't like. Hopefully I don't look really dark in the actual video and this is just looking weird in the viewfinder. If I do, I apologize. I don't know what went wrong. Oh, that's better. Yeah, just comment something down below. Tell me a suggestion for a future video. Ask a question. Tell me my makeup looks stupid. I don't know. Tell me whatever. And then give this video a thumbs up. That also really helps more people see my video. Just click that little thumbs up button or thumbs down if you thought this video was stupid. That's fine too. No offense taken. Oh my god, I didn't light my YouTuber candle. Oh, fail. That's a fail on my part. Unbelievable. I'm fired. Oh, if you like my nails, I got them on Amazon. I was a dinosaur for Halloween, so these were my dinosaur clothes. Yeah, so subscribe. Please subscribe to me so you can see more of this beautiful face. You know you like it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Oh my god, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you join me on my next video. I hope the world isn't over because I'm filming this on election day to distract myself. Fingers crossed. On that note, bye!